Tyrone Blackburn is an attorney that is licensed in the state of New York. Tyrone Blackburn has been made famous with a lot of these cases that he's been chasing, like the P. Diddy case, the Fat Joe case. Not is it no? Is it Fat Joe? Yes, Fat Joe, and and some of these other cases. Tiny and Tiny, however you say it. But he just recently had to show up at the TD Jakes courtroom, and he was hit with fines of about $76,000 that he needs to pay TD Jakes' attorney. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this story, TD Jakes is a very famous preacher here in America, and he was once one that Time Magazine asked the question of whether or not he was the next Billy Graham. Allegedly, there was a $6 million request letter sent to Bishop T.D. Jakes, and they were trying to allegedly extort money from him. But this Tyrone Blackburn fella is something else. He was doing all of his work using ChatGPT. He was submitting all sorts of things to the court on behalf of his client, Dwayne Youngblood. By the way, if you didn't know who Dwayne Youngblood is, he is a Tier 3 registered sex offender. And this particular gentleman and these folks have pretty much tied up this legal system since November of last year. It is now August. We're heading into September, October, almost a whole year, and we haven't even gotten down to the basics of this case yet, because Tyrone Blackburn has been, in my opinion, throwing everything up against this system, up against the wall to delay, to deny TD Jakes a right for justice. In my opinion, a lot of society, we have put TD Jakes, in rooms with P. Diddy, which no proof of that ever came out. And I'm of a certain generation. Our generation, we just didn't do this kind of stuff. It's like almost you're just going to lie on the man and nobody's going to say, oh, we missed it. That wasn't true. But we're just in the age of the internet where you're just allowed to say whatever, put out whatever, even though you're lying. But this is a very interesting situation. He's been begging the judge now for grace. He wants grace, and he only wants to do continuing education and have no fines to pay, even though he's done all of this garbage. Give me a break. I've got a whole video where I went over the legal documents. You can hit the link in this description. This Tyrone Blackburn fellow is something else.